Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Justin, and in today's video it's going to be short and simple. We're going to be doing an air filter recharge on the E36 M3. I'm having a couple of issues with the car, guys. It's kind of idling really rough and the RPMs dip and my check engine light is coming on intermittently. It kind of sounds like it's like a clogged catalytic converter, which doesn't make sense because I've already had those replaced within the last year. I did a couple of things to kind of try to alleviate that problem. I was already kind of having similar issues like that on really hot days with the air conditioning on. At first I thought maybe the engine was just having a misfire with the extra load of the AC, which was causing the check engine light to flicker on and off. So I changed the coil packs, we did that. I also regapped my spark plugs. The car felt good. I thought that we had resolved the problem, and a couple of days ago it started doing it again. So I'm starting to kind of run out of ideas of what to do. In the meantime, I figured let's go ahead and just clean the air filter. Maybe it's a MAF issue with the MAF sensor, or maybe the air filter is just extremely dirty. So we might as well knock that out while we're here. Let me go ahead and take the air filter out. We're gonna inspect it, and let me show you what the setup actually looks like with the air filter in the car. All right guys, please excuse my poor wrap job. It's definitely coming off. In a future video I'm gonna go ahead and get this repaired. So the actual filter itself is in here. I don't know if you can really see that. So it's definitely wide open to get some air in there. I think in order for me to take it off, I'm gonna have to go up top and do and unscrew a couple of clamps up top, and then we'll get it out that way. Alright guys, so we finally got the air filter out. Here it is right here. It was actually kind of a bitch to get to. We actually had to undo the under panel, squeeze it out from underneath to get this thing to pop out. Unfortunately, it couldn't come out from the top. As you can see, there's a little hole there, and this thing is pretty big, so we weren't able to kind of squeeze that through. So the air filter itself looks kind of dirty. Actually, it does look dirty. A couple of the wires here are messed up. I think that's probably me when I squeeze this thing out, but other than that, it doesn't look too bad. We're gonna go ahead and rinse this out. We're gonna use a K&N recharger kit, and I'll show you what that looks like. So here is that kit that I was talking about. It's the K&N recharger kit. So right here is the air filter cleaner, and then you have the spray, which is in this little can. Nice little touch with the red cap. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do is I'm just gonna go ahead and dampen this real quick. Then we're gonna add the air filter cleaner. We're gonna let it soak for about 5-10 minutes. And then after that, we're gonna rinse it back out, and then we're gonna hit it with some of that oil. Alright, so it's been about 5-10 minutes. We're gonna go ahead and rinse this out and see what kind of gunk comes out. It's a bunch of just small bugs and dirt that just kind of gets stuck in there, so we'll have to get that out. Now we got to get the air filter dry, take any excess water out. I'm gonna go ahead and let the air filter dry out in the sun. And luckily it's pretty warm today, so we're gonna leave the air filter out here in the sun. Let it bake a little bit, give it some time. I'm not in a complete rush to get this dried up because I can drive a different car in the meantime, but it's not like I'm going anywhere, so we're just gonna leave them right where they are. Alright guys, I figured since we're already here and we have the entire intake out, I might go ahead and clean up the MAF sensor. And when I mean clean up, I mean hit it with some MAF sensor cleaner. Alright guys, so we got the mass airflow sensor, which is this piece right here. This connects here to your harness, and essentially what the mass airflow sensor does is it tells your car how much air is flowing through your intake. So what I'm going to do to clean this is use some of this mass airflow sensor cleaner. That's this guy right here. This stuff evaporates very quickly. You don't want to use like carb cleaner or throttle body cleaner on the mass airflow sensor because it's very sensitive. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to spray a little bit on the inside. We're just gonna let this air dry, and you can pick up a can of this stuff at like O'Reilly's, AutoZone, or whatever. It's actually not really that expensive. It's just good to have on hand if you're ever cleaning, you know, your MAF sensors, or honestly anything like electronic sensors, because it's pretty gentle. It's not like throttle body cleaner that'll just cut through everything. All right guys, so we gave it a couple of hours. We got it all nice and clean. As you can see, so it's basically blue when it's all clean. I actually went to Home Depot, I picked up some steel wool. I want to see if I can polish up this top area here. This is more just for looks and aesthetics, even though you can't see it, but since I already got it out, I might as well go all the way through with it. So let me go ahead and do that. All right, not too bad. Looks a lot better than it did before. Not brand new, but it'll do. So let's go ahead and go outside. We're gonna go and spray some of this oil on there, and we'll get this filter installed. All right guys, so we are in the shade here. We're gonna go ahead and spray a thin film on here, make sure it covers all the areas that we need it to. Nice thin layers. And we'll go back and cover any areas that need to be covered. I'll just grab the shop towel, and we're just gonna wipe off the excess here at the top. And of course at the bottom. Letting it kind of air dry a little bit. And then we'll get it set back up in our intake inside the car. So we got the air filter back on here. What I'm going to do is feed it through from the bottom of the car, and then we'll connect everything back up top. Alright guys, so we got everything all buttoned up. As you can see, we've got our intake back in there. I did the best I could to get it recentered where the brake duct used to be, right there. This coupler was a bitch to get centered on here while keeping the air intake centered where the brake duct is, but hopefully we did everything right. I got everything all tightened up as best as I could, and we'll just go from there. But I highly doubt that that's going to fix the engine issue, the check engine light that we were getting. I did order a AFR, what do you call it, wideband, to take a look to see if the car's running rich, running lean, especially when I'm going through boost. On top of that too, we're going to take care of the broken boost gauge that's in the car. I'm really curious to see what it's actually boosting with this new AFR gauge that I bought. I mean, the gauge itself was not cheap. It was a couple $100, but it's for good reason. I've been in contact with my tuner, TRM Tuning, and because this is an OBD1 car, unfortunately I can't just flash the tune over the ECU. I actually have to get a chip written on with the tune and then install it that way. So I have a couple of options. The first being is I do a couple of data logs with the wideband that I have, hook it up to my computer, send the data logs over to my tuner, have him do a couple of updates, and then either one, I mail my chip back, or two, he sends me a new chip and I install it myself. So we'll have to see what happens, but the most important thing for me is just getting that wideband in so I can see how the tune is doing and to see what we're actually boosting, because I have a suspicion that we're probably having a boost leak, and if we are, it's going to be hunting for to see where that's coming from. Unfortunately, because it is supercharged, the plumbing is easier than a turbo, but on top of that, this car didn't come supercharged, so everything here is custom made and fabricated. My mechanic has a lot of work cut out for him, so we'll kind of see what happens from there. That's pretty much it for this video. We just did the K&N recharge on the air filter. Hopefully that might help with the check engine problem. I doubt it, but we'll see how it does when we run it. in the next couple of days or next couple of weeks, I'm actually gonna have the car sent in to get that wideband installed, and then we'll see how the car is actually running from there. But anyways guys, that's pretty much it for this video. If you like this video, please hit that like button. If you want to subscribe, follow my builds on the E36 M3 and of course on the GR Supra, please hit that subscribe button. I greatly appreciate it, guys. Remember, respect your elders. Peace.